Super Saiyan 4 is such a popular transformation despite essentially being created in Dragon Ball GT, which many people consider the redheaded stepchild of the franchise. It is still very well loved and has been brought back countless times in non-canon sources like Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Heroes, and it appears in a lot of different fan fictions. But with the way that the current arc is progressing with Granolah and Dragon Ball Super and him being the strongest in the universe, I believe that eventually Goku and Vegeta will surpass him, and this will cause Granolah to ascend to a form that parallels and calls back to the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. Now you might be quite confused as to why I would mention Granolah going Super Saiyan 4, as he is a Cerealian. But if you watch my previous theory, you would know that there's actually a plethora of evidence that points to him possibly being a Saiyan hybrid. I will have that theory linked down below, and go check that out after this video. And I'm going to give a brief summary of that theory here, but go watch it after this video to get the full theory. So my theory postulated that Granolah and the Cerealians have heavily paralleled the Sephorians and Baby from GT's Baby Saga. This is because the Cerealians and the Sephorians were both races wiped out by the Saiyans, and they left a survivor behind that would swear vengeance against the Saiyans. In both Super and GT, the wars were 10 years long and ended when Ozaru Saiyans dominated the battlefield. Even Granolah keeps the pun name of the Sephorians, as granola is made of oats and oats are fruits, and all Sephorians had pun names of fruits. Now this might mean that Granolah is to be a parallel of Baby, where it will lead to an ironic scene where he uses Saiyan power against the Saiyans, as Baby took over Vegeta's body, the Prince of the Saiyans. I think that Granolah is actually possibly a Saiyan hybrid, as the Cerealians should parallel the Sephorians. The Sephorians were scientists, and this means that during the 10-year-long war the Saiyans were in with the Cerealians may have done experiments and actually implemented Saiyan blood into Granolah. This may be what caused him to seem super strong naturally. As remember, Granolah, before the wish, could easily take out the OGs. The OGs had copied the capabilities of OG-73, who could take on characters like Gohan and Piccolo, and yet he still just bodied them without difficulty. We know that Saiyan hybrids are really strong naturally, and have higher potential, so if Granolah is a Saiyan hybrid, then it would show why he was so strong before the wish. Furthermore, it was during the Baby Saga when Super Saiyan 4 was finally introduced into the Dragon Ball franchise, and since this saga heavily parallels the Baby Saga, this could be how Super Saiyan 4 is reintroduced into the series in a canon way. Remember, it was Super Saiyan 3 and the Dragon Ball Z anime that first foreshadowed Super Saiyan 4 as a possibility, when Goku used it against Majin Buu. It showed a Saiyan in a similar form to Akari and Super Saiyan 4, and an Ozaru as well. Then it showed the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. GT is canon to the Z anime, and thus, this is just confirmed to be foreshadowing for Super Saiyan 4 later on in Dragon Ball GT. But we have to remember how Granolah looked right after his wish when he wished to become the strongest in the universe. He looked like a Super Saiyan 3. He would then cut his hair, but it was such an obvious reference to Super Saiyan 3, which again is just too perfect, since it was the first Super Saiyan 3 transformation itself that foreshadowed the eventual Super Saiyan 4 transformation. And now I know that people are going to question the feasibility of this because Granolah has no tail, but Broly provides foreshadowing for the possibility of a Super Saiyan 4 form because of his Akari form. Remember, the Akari form was him using the rage and power of an Ozaru without actually transforming, and he did not even have the tail. The form itself even looks like a Super Saiyan 4. The hairstyle, the golden colored eyes, is an obvious reference to Super Saiyan 4. But then you may question, why didn't Broly go Golden Ozaru or Super Saiyan 4 if he combined his Akari with Super Saiyan in the Broly movie? Well, that's because you need Super Saiyan 3 in order to ascend to Super Saiyan 4, at least in GT. As in Dragon Ball GT, Goku had Super Saiyan 3 before going Golden Ozaru and attaining Super Saiyan 4. We also know that Vegeta could transform into a Super Saiyan 3, as the GT Perfect Files implies this. When Baby took over Vegeta when he was in a Super Saiyan 1, then he gets 2 transformations on top of that, and they state that his final form is like a Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta was unable to go Super Saiyan 4 later on in Dragon Ball GT when they would face the Shadow Dragon. After the wish, it seems that Granolah may have already been given his own Super Saiyan 3 type form, and if he can tap into the Akari and then transcend into a Super Saiyan 3 power once more, he can grant the canon return of Super Saiyan 4 in the Dragon Ball franchise. This could add great themes to the story, as it may force Granolah into transforming into a Golden Ozaru, representing the form of the people who wiped out his race. Then, once he tames himself, he would reach the true form of what a Saiyan can accomplish. Super Saiyan 4. Now, if Super Saiyan 4 returned, I wouldn't be surprised if they called it a different name, like Primal Saiyan or something like that, and I doubt it would keep the red fur, but it might actually look like the Akari form in the flashback. Maybe they'll have brown or golden fur across their bodies. Now, this form wouldn't just be a great callback to the Baby Saga, but would be a great addition to Super as a whole. Super Saiyan 4 would allow a different path to ultimate power for characters like Broly, Cabba, Gohan, Goten, Trunks to possibly explore. God Ki, Ultra Instinct, and Ultra Ego should stay with characters like Goku and Vegeta only. It was never good for Super Saiyan to become a bargain sale, but if Granolah can push to the levels of a Super Saiyan 4, it opens up different and unique pathways of power for the Saiyans, besides Goku and Vegeta. It also allows for a Broly rematch where he has ascended to his Super Saiyan 4 power. So, I think that once Goku teams up against Granolah with Vegeta, they pair Ultra Instinct with Ultra Ego. It'll be too much for him, and it'll force him into a rage like Akari, before slowly transforming into either a Golden Ozaru or the Super Saiyan 4 state, which will then force Goku and Vegeta to fuse as Gogeta or Vegeto, which will then provide us with the epic battle of Super Saiyan 4 Granolah versus Ultra Instigo Gogeta, or Super Saiyan 4 Granolah versus Ultra Instigo Vegeto. Now remember that this is just a fan theory, so I'm not claiming this is going to be 100% going to be a thing. I just think that it is a realistic possibility that could happen, or at least that some of these things could happen in spirit. Either way, I just find it very plausible for Super Saiyan 4 to return to the series in some way. I actually have another video coming up on the channel about Super Saiyan 4, and how it is actually a lot stronger of a transformation than you may have thought. That is way stronger than just a 10 times multiplier on top of Super Saiyan 3. I actually have a lot of content planned out for you guys in the coming months. I'll be uploading at least 2 times every week from here on out, and most weeks really should be 3 times per week. I'll be uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the morning at 9 AM Pacific time. I have more Dragon Ball theories, more what ifs. I want to finish more what ifs as well, like I just did with What If Beerus woke up after GT, and I have a bunch of power scaling videos coming as well. Thanks for the support and my return to the Dragon Ball community. Let's get that 100,000 subscribers as a community reforged. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter down below. Also, I have a light novel series called 9 Fates. You can read it at 9fates.com, link down below. I'm going to be finishing the first arc very soon, and this will be adapted into a comic in the coming months as well. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Peace out.